opposition for the second time in the tournament, having played against Ghana on match day 2. It's the first ever meeting between the two nations and the first long ball put there into the DR Congo box. England in white, the light blue for DR Congo. What a day it is for some of those Congolese players down there.
Brilliant. And they've got to that club, they'll be very proud of the team. This is the biggest one for them though.
Here's the first run from Rice, and he pulled it back. That's the kind of service we saw from the French yesterday, those deep runs and the pullbacks with the likes of Mbappe were feasting on. Is that something you want to see from England?
And it's really important that somebody like Declan Rice, Jude Bellingham or Edgar Anderson make that run. You see the ball just run off. Even though DR Congo the defender, you have to make those runs to stretch it and make space for other people.
It's an England team that's qualified from the group stage for the 13th time in the last 14 World Cups. They made it to the quarterfinals in 2022. They've also played in back-to-back Euros finals, but still haven't won a major tournament since 1966. If it's coming home, it's taken a while to get there. And the prospect of Mexico in the Azteca on Sunday is enticing for both of these nations. What a day that could turn out to be.
Yeah, you got to get through this first. I don't think this is going to be easy. The team in the studio talking, DR Congo have been really good defensively. Composed a third on the counter.
This is Axel Suantebe and now Chancel Mbemba. He's playing for his country for the 113th time today. I doubt he's ever been in a more important match for DR Congo. Whistler's been the star of the show so far, but he's offside here. He knows he's got the confidence, Whistler, if the chance comes, based on the fact he's got 3 already, that he can take them here.
And he's a great finisher. He just started his run a little bit too soon.
Off goes Rashford on the run down this side. This is a brilliant battle. Marcus Rashford, Aaron Wan-Bissaka played with each other at Manchester United, trained against each other every day. They know each other inside out.
And Marcus, along with Jude Bellingham and Harry Kane, is I think England's one of the most dangerous players. But Wan-Bissaka is probably one of the best lockdown defenders in the world. 1v1, he's so hard to beat.
This is Arthur Masuaku out there, started the tournament as a left wing back, he's now a left back. He's created the most chances for DR Congo in the World Cup so far. Whether he can get forward and do the same today, though, remains to be seen.
Yeah, I think going to that back four, they brought in another player in midfield. They got young Noah Sadiki from Sunderland. He's a fabulous player, really good on the ball, he's brave.
Just going away, didn't he, and pass it. You can't hang about like that, certainly not on a day where tensions are running high.
Jude Bellingham couldn't believe it. Fletcher thought he had him. He just says there, look, inches. Wow.
He was right. Might well have been closer, might have been millimetres. He can smile, but he wouldn't have been smiling had that gone wrong.
He was chilling, wasn't he? Didn't even get stressed at all. Wow.
Lionel Mpassi is the goalkeeper, plays for the HAW in France. He's started every match so far for DR Congo in the World Cup finals.
Now look how high the fullbacks are, Fletch, Masuaku on that left-hand side. They can play DR Congo if you let them.
That's driven out to Wan-Bissaka on this side. Given away though to Harry Kane. Played on now towards Donny Madueke. Masuaku's got some ground to make up. England attacking down that side. White shirts have arrived in the penalty area. Pulled back here for Anderson, the most expensive English footballer of all time, following his move to Manchester City. Rice to Rashford. And the goalkeeper's got that covered. You did a bit of research before this game started. England's crossing in the World Cup hasn't been good.
Well, especially not in the last game, you know, and I think sometimes Marcus, he's gone there too early because he's right foot, he wants to come in and whip it. I'd love to see him get to the byline, go 1v1, go left, and then he can get the cross on a bit later or maybe cut it back.
Axel Tuatebe, one of 6 players that's got Premier League experience of a DR Congo team. There's a lot of familiarity out there between the two sets of players. Senegal are the only African nation to beat England, to famously beat Cameroon in Italia 90. They also faced Egypt in that tournament as well. Big favourites today, but DR Congo have proved they've got what it takes when it matters. They seemed to grow, didn't they, in the World Cup from the minute they scored that goal against Portugal.
Yeah, you nailed it, Fletch. They were brilliant. Defended so well, they were brave. I think the best part was as well, because they played the two strikers with Bakambu, they posed a real threat. And I think you're right, I think they grew in confidence.
This is Mukasami, who might just be the deepest of the three central midfield players in the DR Congo team. Out here on the right is Mbuku.
And they're all left-footed on this left-hand side, Fletch. So they all want to, they're all good technical players. See them working those little triangles.
Could turn out to be a battle on the front then. 3 for Kane, 3 for Wissa. 2 players in form, 2 players whose nation's hopes could potentially rest on their shoulders. Kane now England's highest ever World Cup goal scorer, having gone past Gary Lineker in a match against Panama. Judd Spencer's at right back. It's been a problematic position for England in the opening stages of this World Cup. But the Tottenham man gets the start today. Jerome Ponce is among the subs. That's in towards Wissa. Could be a problem for England. There's the shot. Is it? They score. DR Congo lead. And it's smashed in by Brian Sipenga. It's a sensation in Atlanta. And a nation and a continent will dance with him. It's the first ever international goal for Brian Sipenga, and they lead England inside 7 minutes in Atlanta.
Wow, there's so much space at that back post. Brilliant finish, Sipenga. Gets underneath Jordan Pickford, he tries to get there. But that big switch caused England so many issues. That you spoke about that right back position and all the issues that they've had. They just got highlighted there. Brilliant switch of play, and it was Juppy one of the back points for Judd Spence. How about that for a celebration? What a start for DR Congo.
What a start for DR Congo. What a celebration from Brian Sipenga. Ball in Kinshasa. Started against Uzbekistan. Scored against England. The first ever international goal. Talk about picking your moments. He got the dance hall planned in case he did it. It's the first time, by the way, that England have been behind in the World Cup finals. And this is a real test of character from this point on for Thomas Tuchel and these England players, because there's so much expectation around this England squad. And this is a concern here. For DR Congo in Masuaku down in the goalkeeper.
And it came from a long kick from Pickford. Watch how far Pickford kicks this ball. It's actually incredible. They're coming together from a pass.
What a statistic that is on the screen. The only time England have been behind in the World Cup and come back to win the final in 1966 against West Germany.
Incredible. I mean, we said before the game, Flex, DR Congo, they're the real deal. You know, they believe defensively solid, they work together, they're a team, they're compact. But they can play, Flex, and that little switch of play, the recognition of the 2v1 at the back post.
Owen, how often do you see it? We're going to see the goal again, and this is going to highlight just exactly what the problem is. He's offside, only just, you can't score with your hands, so he's all right.
Yeah, he does brilliantly. And Spence goes with the initial run, but nobody's there to help out. And I'm not sure Pickford really sees that move. Because I think Spence maybe just gets in front in that moment, but he hits it so hard, Fletch. I don't think Pickford can do anything about it. But he shouldn't be that free at the back post.
How many things are wrong when you see that from an England perspective with that goal? There seems to be no communication. People aren't tracking on us. England are wide open on that side.
Fletch, first and foremost, there's no pressure on the ball. You know, if you don't get any pressure on the ball, you've got to drop it. You need to be in shape. England haven't had that shape to start the game. Look, when teams make mistakes, Fletch, in any game, you've got to punish them. That space was there, and they punished him.
Well, he plays for Castellon in Spain, so he's hardly used to the big stage, Brian Sepenga, but what a moment that is for him, and what a moment that is for the Democratic Republic of Congo. The last time they played in the World Cup, 1974, they lost every match, they conceded 14 goals. It's taken them until 2026 to get back. It was a sensation when they equalised against Portugal, but you can multiply that by 100 here in Atlanta now. They lead England in this last 32.
You know what, Fletch? The goal was brilliant, but the celebration, the bench is empty. I mean, we're literally at the start of the game. 10 minutes in, and the whole bench was running onto the pitch. It was what it means to these guys, to these players, to their country.
Let's make the point, they weren't the best third-place finisher. It's not as if they've sneaked in through the back door. They deserve the draw against Portugal, they win against Uzbekistan, and they've been extremely tenacious all the way through. We talked about Argentina and say that the team is greater than the sum of its parts. They sacrifice for each other. This team sacrifices for each other as much as that Argentina team does, and they're absolutely flourishing because of that commitment.
Yeah, it's amazing to see when you get a bunch of Orlando brothers together, they're fighting for each other, for their country. It's so powerful. You can see it on the face when they're singing the national anthem. England got to respond. You know, this patient football, slow, that's not what you need. You need to get it into Jude Bellingham and Harry Kane. They barely had a kick. As a player, I've been here, Flesh, you would be shocked. Do you know, you think, you just took a punch there, but you got to respond, you got to give back.
Well, the big question is, England, what have you got? Because they're going to need more than maybe they expected when they bowled into this stadium this morning. There's Manchester City's Nico O'Reilly, on to Manchester United's Marcus Rashford, and then O'Reilly gets it back again from YEE.
See, DR Congo will love this. Possession in front of them, nobody making runs in behind, no runners.
Spence looking to get forward down that side, but that was well read by Axel Tuanzebe. And they're a good partnership, those two. And Bemba with all the experience, the athleticism from Tuanzebe. The fullbacks have been outstanding. Masuaku on the left, Wan-Bissaka on the right. And now they've got something to defend. Now they've got something to cling on to and believe in here.
Yeah, you just got to be careful. They don't get too deep. They got very deep all of a sudden. They scored because they were brave. You still got to put a bit of pressure on the ball.
He's constantly the only outfield player who's played every minute in the tournament so far. Madueke preferred to Bukayo Saka today. Delegate plays it on now to Jed Spence, who's got to liven up in that right back position based on his involvement in the DR Congo goal. Rashford. YEE. Concert. And now Madueke, who wants to go at Masuaku down that side. Twisting and turning the Arsenal now, pulling it back in towards O'Reilly. Rashford. Rice. That's well defended by Mukasami. England get the corner.
Such an important run from Declan Rice. Off the back of the defence. If the midfield players stay deep, you know, they're not really going to create much. That opening up is really important.
So Declan Rice out here to take the first corner. His delivery in the Premier League for Arsenal might just be the best from a situation like this. Let's see whether a set piece can be England's salvation here in Atlanta. Rice with the delivery. I give him a big build-up and he delivers a corner like that.
But you know what, he's created the most chances for England, and that's probably because of set pieces. Think about a lot of those goals. You know, those Croatia set pieces, one against Panama. It's because of Declan.
Penny for the thoughts of the England coach, Thomas Tuchel. Coming up on FS1, Belgium takes on Senegal in their round of 32 match from Seattle. Coverage starts at 3 p.m. Eastern. That's noon Pacific. And here it's DR Congo with the lead given to them by Brian Sepenga inside 7 minutes.
Great tuck off from Anderson.
Here's Madueke. YEE. Now Jude Bellingham. Can he be England's match winner? outside of the boot, but it's too far in front of both Madueke and Kane. I mean, you've been in situations like this, big games in tournaments, England don't always turn up. It's a very heavy shirt to wear. Not every player can deal with circumstances. It's not an easy role to be in. We've seen it in the past.
Yeah, pressure is real. Especially when you go down, you can feel that pressure no matter how brilliant a player you are for your club. You understand the expectation, and the boys in the studio were chatting about, it's coming home. You got to forget that. That's 1966. That's a long time ago. But it's an opportunity. Every time you play in a game like this, Fletcher, it's an opportunity, and you got to go embrace it like DR Congo have. Jude Bellingham doesn't feel that pressure, Fletch. Nor does Harry Kane. But you need everybody.
Off goes Spence, who's full of speed down that side. The Tottenham Hotspur fullback with the Sami's header. 36 years ago today, England trailed to Cameroon in the World Cup in Italy. It's amazing how these things pop up. Bellingham. I think the England process at the moment, since DR Congo down to the ground, they've got everybody behind the ball. There's no room for England to get in behind, and everything's happening in front of the team that lead 1-0. Here's Rashford. That's a good cross. Goalkeeper did well and pass it. Made his mind up and came and got it. Sipenga then caught on that side by Madueke. It's a free kick.
Yeah, it's a really good ball from Marcus Rashford. I think Marcus knows going down the left-hand side is going to be difficult against Wan-Bissaka. She'll come in on his right. You need bodies in the box. There's only really Jude Bellingham in there. Well done from him, passing.
I think the Aaron Wan-Bissaka story is fascinating today because he was called up to play for England in August of 2019. Had to miss the match because he was injured. Subsequently decided to play for DR Congo, and here he is today at right back against England in the biggest match that this nation has ever been involved in, and he's such a key player for them as well, the West Ham United defender.
And do you know what, in the NFL they love that lockdown corner, didn't they? Deion Sanders. You can leave him on the island 1v1 with anyone. You can do that with Wan-Bissaka. He's so good. That's why I think those midfield runners, Fletcher, are important. Whether it's Jude or Declan Rice or Elliot Anderson, make runs in behind Wan-Bissaka. Or Tuanzebe.
I think when you see England involved in a match like this, it just adds fuel to the debate as to why a player like Cole Palmer isn't in the squad, or Phil Foden and Morgan Gibbs-White, players who would have been popular choices, but Thomas Tuchel chose to go a different route. The big question now is, do England have difference makers to win a match like this one? Here's Sipenga, the toast of the continent of Africa. DR Congo looking for another one. England do look a little bit disjointed at the back. Spence looks wobbly over there, doesn't he? Sipenga puts him under pressure. Spence just able to prevent the corner. But England have to settle down, particularly that defensive unit, whenever they feel pressure.
Brilliant pressure from DR Congo. They've got England rattled. But they've got plenty of time, Fletch. They need to relax, get the ball down and play.
DR Congo have been magnificent to this point. Bellingham trying it. Rice can't get there. Wan-Bissaka can.
Ooh.
That's a free kick, and that's going to be a card. That was very aggressive from Jude Bellingham.
They didn't need to as well, Fletch. Bit of frustration. Played the back ball in behind Declan Rice, and it led to the turnover. And there's no need for those yellow cards early. Probably just a bit of frustration. You're going to get a booking for that every time.
In goes the cross, that's not bad. Well, Whistle was in the middle, that was whipped in by Mbuku from this side. Good cross.
Tell you what, the whipping some balls in from his right-hand side. Again, no pressure on the ball.
I mean, it's been a feature of the last 32 so far, hasn't it? The underdogs leading the favourites. Japan went ahead against Brazil but couldn't hang on. Paraguay went ahead against Germany, then went through on penalties. Now we've got a situation here where DR Congo lead one of the World Cup favourites, and Whistler's prepared to put everything on the line, I think, for the course today.
Literally everything. Laying down, trying to head it when he couldn't, but yeah, They're not underdogs really anymore, Fletch, are they? They believe. They're coming here and they believe. Rightly so. This is your opportunity. Go and grab it. Don't wait for it.
They're just starting to try and force it, aren't they? England Pickford there with a pass that he didn't necessarily need to make. They've just got to settle down out there, the team in white, because as you say, they are rattled. And this is certainly not the way that Thomas Tuchel drew it up when he had the final words in the dressing room before they walked out.
No, it's too early to go long from Pickford. Get the ball down and play.
I mean, look at the confidence of the former Newcastle defender, Chancellor Bender. That's good tracking back from Rashford on Wan-Bissaka. Free kick's going to be given though to DR Congo.
Probably played the ball actually. I'm with you, Fletch. I thought it was a good tackle. What a matchup that is, Rashford and Wan-Bissaka.
I think he did get the ball, but yeah. I think he got the ball after he got the leg.
It was that second one from Rashford.
Masuaku into Sipenga. And that's a little bit sloppy. England get the turnover of possession, but that's a poor pass. That's an awful ball. He's got to step up, Bellingham. There's no doubt about that.
He's our best player, Fletch. You need it. You know, Harry Kane gets the goals, but Jude is there for the big moments. They're just a bit rattled, England. Overhitting passes, easy ones as well. But that happens, Fletch, when when you get a knock like this. It does affect players' confidence. I don't care how big a player you are, but you got to bounce back. They got plenty of time. They got to hang in there. Be patient. And you don't want your centre backs having it, Fletch.
There's Rashford. He's taking his eye off the ball as well. I mean, it's catching. They're all at it. They look completely discombobulated at the moment. Well, we will be back after this short match break, and I think everybody inside this stadium needs a break, because DR Congo lead England. Brian Sipenga with a goal that shocked everybody in here.
There's watching England, and then there's experiencing England with Platinum. Make your trip one.
You know, they're letting those two centre-backs have the ball.
Well, this is turning into quite the story. Quite the story indeed. Lovely touch from Anderson. O'Reilly comes to Gehi. And then across to Wesley Dawson. To this point, England haven't had a touch in the DR Congo box. They might get one now. In fact, they will. Ronnie Madueke right on cue. Defending over there very easily though by Masuaku.
Really well. But you know what? I don't mind the ball, Fletch, and the run.
Spence over there against Sipenga. Here's moved to Sami. Wissa.
You'd have to say even Fletch, possession-wise, it's almost 50-50. England just shaded a bit more. They're not coming and just smashing long balls. They're playing.
Wissa happy to drop deep. DR Congo get the throw-in. Thomas Tuchel hasn't lost a competitive game with England. He's won 10 and drawn 1 in games that really matter. The third foreign coach that England have had after Sven-Göran Eriksson and Fabio Capello.
Brilliant defending, by the way. As soon as Madueke turns, Masuaku's there. If you have too big a gap as a defender, it's easy for the attacker. Got to be close as soon as they turn.
Spence is going to do it himself down that side. That may well be a card, you know. It should be a card, I think. Spence has gone over. That's because he's got that jaw ball. That's why he's wearing the protection. The headgear. Sadiki was lunging it. He's had a good season at Sunderland, Noah Sadiki. And he gets the card.
There's no messing about the ref, is he? The yellow cards, 2 early ones.
It's from Jordan, the referee.
Brilliant run from Jed Spence. That's what it needs. Somebody be brave and make a run.
I was looking though, Owen, as he was making the run down that side, there was only Harry Kane in the middle, and England have got to get more bodies into the DR Congo penalty area.
He was on his own. But again, set pieces, can you find a way? They've been good on set pieces, England.
So Declan Rice of Arsenal has the responsibility. Esri Konsa and Mark Gahey, the centre-backs, have got him there to flatten one. It's gone a long way! And they didn't know a great deal about that. Konsa got the touch, but it was more by luck than judgment, and that spins wide of Mpassi's post.
Wow, that could have gone anywhere. It's a low one from Declan Rice. He didn't know anything about it.
Just hit him?
Yeah, just hit him. I don't know, he's put a bit of spin on that with his knee.
England get the possession back just outside the DR Congo box in Bellingham. Noni Madueke, Kane and Rice in the middle. Madueke takes on Masuaku. There's Chuanzebe, who's been solid as a rock defensively all the way through the tournament for DR Congo.
Yeah, it's been really good. Not the best Man United player, but that's better for Madueke getting to the byline.
Anderson needs to start dictating the tempo of this football match.
He's the one that's not afraid to get on the ball. He's got real courage to play. You see him telling his teammates, let's calm down.
Spence. Crossed in by Declan Rice. It's a good chance, it's a good save. Billingham's in it. Mpassi in the right place to make the first really important save for DR Congo today.
Jude Bellingham was coming as well. What a save from Mpassi. That's the one though. Put the ball in the box, put pressure on.
It's a lot better from England, a lot better from Declan Rice, and a kind of run into the penalty area that Bellingham has to make. Esri Konsa. Bellingham to Gahey. And then Bellingham swings one out here to Declan Rice. That's better football from England. Looking to settle down, he's got a bit more confidence. Here's Rashford. O'Reilly. Anderson. Now Rashford again. That's a lovely pass by Elliot Anderson. With a spin on the ball, though, which is making it difficult for Marcus Rashford to get it under control.
It was great definition from Marcus Rashford and Elliot Anderson. But you're right, I think the spin. There we see the ball from Declan Rice, no pressure on it, whips it in brilliantly. Does well, Jude Bellingham. And Mpassi just does a bit better. These are up for the big moments, let's Jude. Got to get it to him.
Well, there should be a few you'd put in that category. Those for the big stage, the big occasion. Harry Kane, the captain, running against the Chancellor Bender, the captain of DR Congo.
I mean, Harry Kane got to get him some touches. How many times has he touched the ball?
The captain's collision. Later on Fox, the US plays Bosnia and Herzegovina in their round of 32 clash. Coverage starts at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific on Fox. Here's Mbuku. We've seen a lot more from Sipenya on the left than Mbuku on the right. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Now, Lukau. Mbuku. Here's Mbemba. Well, off it goes to the goal scorer, Sipenya. That's a lovely pass from Chancellor Mbemba. Wants to take on Spence. He feels like he can beat Spence. Oh, he has beaten Spence, and then he draws the cross into the middle, and Whistle was the target, but Harry Kane had to get back and do the defending. He's got Jet Spence on toast at the moment out there, Sipenya.
He wants it again.
Here he goes again, the goal scorer. Jordan Pickford's then sprinted off his line and had a right goal because he knows these defenders have got a sharp look.
I'll tell you what, Sipenya did that me as well with a little drop of the shoulder. Great ball in as well, Gahey's as well. Wilson was just waiting in behind. They believed on their touch. You can see it.
Absolutely. Here's Bellingham. Elliot Anderson. And there's the switch to Marcus Rashford and Wan-Bissaka. Such a good defender, straight across.
It's really good. If you're a fullback, you get to the winger quickly.
Here's O'Reilly. Okay, two Manchester City teammates. Livingston Villa's Esri Konsa. And now Noni Madueke. Takes on Sipengu, beats it, crosses the ball into the middle. There's two and David for DR Congo. And then taken down by Mbuku, and he's followed by O'Reilly. And the England threat repelled by the team in League One.
You know what, I don't mind it from Madueke. This is trying, he's being positive, he's running as a defender. Just looks so comfortable.
Do you know what though? I mean, I'm looking at it, and I don't know whether athlete versus athlete is the kind of battle that England want to get in, because they're very athletic defensively, particularly the fullbacks. It might need a bit more guile than just trying to run past after Masalaku down that side.
Yeah, I think it's a difficult matchup for both of them. That's why I think you've got to get the ball down and play those little triangles. We saw from France yesterday.
But he's not got the guy on Zaka, that's not what Madueke is going to do. He's a very direct winger. At the moment, that seems to suit the way that DR Congo are defending.
Yeah, but then whether Declan Rice or Jude Bellingham, somebody needs to go support him and make a run off the back. You know, I do think it's important if you've got good wingers to go 1v1, but having support as well in case you can just play off them. We see France with those little slide passes. They're impossible to defend.
I mean, on the showing so far, I mean, England are in the same postcode as, the same zip code as the French.
No, I don't think anybody thinks they are.
And if England think they're going to win the World Cup, that's the level they're going to get to. There's Kane who can change things in a hurry. It's Harry Kane, it's a brilliant tackle. That's outstanding defending by Tuanzebe for DR Congo. Off goes Madueke to the byline. Brilliant run. Madueke for England. Kane didn't get there. Oh, it's clear off the byline. Wan-Bissaka. Rashford thought he'd scored. Brilliant from Wan-Bissaka after excellence from Tuanzebe prior to that.
I have no idea how Wan-Bissaka kept that ball out. He closes his legs, and it literally could have gone anywhere.
That's got the England fans in it behind the goal away to our left-hand side. The closest England have come to a goal so far.
And again, it's Madueke being positive. What a block from Tuanzebe on Kane.
Brilliant defending from both of them. Spence with a cross. And Passey's going to get there. Here's Madueke. Of course there's going to be a Congolese wall if you shoot from there, not it.
But you know what he's trying, Madueke? I like it. He's being positive.
That's it, Spence to Jude Bellingham. That's great defending again. They're working so hard, winning the game so well, and putting everything on the line back there at DR Congo. Here's Gady. Feels like the first stage of the match where England have genuine momentum. Here's O'Reilly. Is it going to come through there? Funding was done by Lukau. Rice smile on the face of Thomas Tuchel. He knows his team's got his work cut out today. There's the Axel Tuanzebe block. But wait till you see the Wan-Bissaka goal line clearance.
I have no idea he keeps this out, Fletch. See him close his legs.
Oh dear me.
It's like a hockey goal in.
I don't think there are many players in world football who enjoy defending as much as Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
Oh, he does, he likes it. He's good at it as well.
If he'd chosen a different sport, he'd be the best corner in the NFL.
He loves people down.
Madueke needs to get on with it. There's no time to sit down there and feel sorry for yourself. This is big boy stuff in Atlanta. Siddiqui. Here's Masalaku, who's been a revelation on the left, but he's a left back or a wing back so far in the tournament. Lukau. And now Mbuku. Wan-Bissaka finds the gap to whistle. The offside flag goes up against the Congo. Here's Rashford. It's been hard for him to find room. And we'll get the free kick there, England. Lukau was always just half a yard behind him.
There's a first bit of space that opened up for England as well. There's no need for Lukau. Marcus Rashford wasn't going anywhere down that left side. It's a definite foul.
So 7 minutes to play in the first half. Brian Sipenga's goal is the difference here in Atlanta. DR Congo soaring in the home of the Falcons. England fans looking on. Declan Rice over the free kick. Crowd of DR Congo penalty area. It's a poor free kick from Declan Rice. Uncharacteristic as this. And then Wan-Bissaka makes the clearance. Here's Anderson. Rice. Bellingham finds a pocket, then he plays it out to Madueke. Kane's in the middle. Constant stayed up there. Madueke went for glory himself and it didn't work, and now here's Sipenga, who's been the star of the show so far on the left for DR Congo.
He's enjoying himself for sure.
Excellent pass to Wissa, who's just going to slow things down and wait for those in blue to arrive, which he's more than prepared to do. O'Reilly's header. Here's Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Mbuku. He didn't get there, but he was pleased that Consa could behind him. Cleared through and away by Rashford. That's a nice pass by Mutasami. Mbuku gets the other side of Rashford, and O'Reilly deflects it behind for the corner. When they do get on the final third, they're so confident they are, Congo.
I'll tell you what, both wingers, even Mbuku on his right-hand side, he looks tricky. I think the England players were complaining they wanted a handball. You're never going to get that. See his arm just come behind him. Siddiqui.
Oh, in an English lad, I make no secret of it. I think that, you know, when you see a team come and play like DR Congo and play today, it makes you feel good about the sport when you love it.
Yeah.
They've been outstanding.
Everything's possible.
In goes the corner. Anderson's header for England. Madueke helps it on. Now it's with Wan-Bissaka. Sipenga's cross. One was headed away by Mark Gahey. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. It feels like there's a big 15 minutes on the cards for the England coach Thomas Tuchel. Maybe he looks to his bench at this stage. Maybe he needs more clever players. A Saka, a Rodgers, someone like that.
Yeah, I agree. He's clever, not by the way.
Well, the two wingers have been brilliant.
Fabulous.
I feel sorry for Mbuku because he's just been outshone by Sipenga on the other side.
But you know when he's got that long centre of ground, he's tricky, he's hard to play against. Around he's 6'2", 6'3", that's a difficult matchup for him.
Bellingam's going to get the free kick. Don't forget James Corden and the After Hours crew will be back tonight for another nightly wrap of today's World Cup action with special guests. That's on Fox at midnight local. Ronnie Madueke for England. On it goes to Jet Sponsors, charging forward from right back. Well, look at the defending again. Superbly read by Axel Tuanzebe.
They've been flawless. Tuanzebe. But again, I don't mind the run from Jet Spence. It opens up space for other people.
Do you know what's fascinating, Owen? You've got a situation where Aaron Wan-Bissaka was relegated with West Ham. Axel Tuanzebe was relegated with Burnley. Players like that, they're going to get moves. I mean, we're going to see this clearance again. There's Wan-Bissaka. I mean, that's worth its weight in gold.
Marcus Rashford can't believe it. He was probably just a bit too careful, Marcus. He just tried to get it on target. If he hit it a bit harder, I don't think Wan-Bissaka could have reacted.
I'm going to make the statement now. I love Sipenga out there on the left. He's brilliant to watch. Mbuku to Wan-Bissaka, they're threatening again. Oh, it's in the post! Inches away from 2-0. Wissa can't believe he didn't score. Owen Hargreaves next to me has his head in his hands. You can't believe it either.
What a goal from Wan-Bissaka. Deflection of O'Reilly. When he's there, it's a... Well, that's a gift. He just tries to guide it on goal. He can't believe it. What a chance. 2-0 that is. trouble for England. Wow, what a moment that is.
What a gigantic moment in this round of 32 game. Now here's Kane at the other end. Harry Kane's here. Harry Kane's gone over. What's he going to give? He's given a free kick to DR Congo for simulation.
Tell you what, I think he gets that first.
Mark Clanberg, talk to me.
Yeah, my first impression was as Kane's going towards the goalkeeper, the only thing that the referee has to look at is, does the goalkeeper go into the path of Harry Kane? And yes, he does. That is not a simulation. There is a clear contact. FIFA's instructions to the referee is when there is a contact, it must be certainly not a simulation. For me, I would rather the referee have a look at this and have a look at this again to give a penalty.
What would you give a penalty there?
Yeah, it just feels like a penalty. Once Harry Kane gets to the ball first and the goalkeeper doesn't touch the ball, for me, there's a clear contact by the goalkeeper and a penalty kick should be awarded.
Well, it's a Jordanian team. They are checking for a penalty. It is being looked at by the video assistant referee. I must say, from the referee's perspective, trailing the play like that didn't have the best of views, did he? The cheer you can hear is because the crowd have been told they're checking for a possible penalty.
I think
The check is over. The check is over.
I'll be honest, I thought it was a pen. Harry gets there first.
No penalty. What a first half this has been. Should have been 2-0 to DR Congo, and then possibly England could have had a penalty at the other end in the blink of an eye. That's the World Cup for you. It's the round of 32. It's knockout football. It's where it really starts to matter.
It was a brilliant goal as well. Big beyond for Harry Kane. Being positive.
It's the first time they've played a pass like that in the all half.
Exactly. Play forward, don't play sideways.
Coming up, we will have the Bank of America half-time show on Fox with Rebecca Lowe, Thierry Henry and Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I can't wait to hear what the team make in the first half we've seen here in Atlanta.
Well, if you think about Thierry, you start to Zlatan run into that space. They get there first, they got 10.
There's Rice. Rice has done well. Rashford. There's no way through. It's like a blue wall. The Great Wall of Congo.
They've been brilliant. Credit to them. Defensively, but they've come to play as well, Fletch.
Here's Madueke running at Masuaku. Only to Mukau, Sipenga, and then Anderson. Anderson encouraging his teammates. He wants to see more. 6 minutes added on.
You see the touch there from Harry Kane. I mean, it's a penalty. It's a penalty. Yeah, I don't know how they're not giving.
This contact is a penalty.
Whether he pulls his uppers in or not, his body gets in the way of Harry.
You see, Klutz makes the point. You've got VAR, and he's got to take a look at the screen. You can't just solely rely on somebody else. It's a good job. O'Reilly's as strong as he is. Buku was all over him now.
That's one of the first ones I've seen where I thought I didn't really agree with the refs. You know, they've done such a good job, the refs in this tournament, but what a big moment in the game.
Well, that's the kind of moment that might well define whether you stay in or go out, ultimately. I just think you've got to go and have a look. If the technology's there, just have a look. If you say it's the same decision as you made originally, I've not got a problem with that.
100%, that's what it's there for.
Crossed in by O'Reilly. Still defending again. Here's Rice. Konsa. Madueke has seen as much of the ball as the attacking ground as anybody for England. Brilliant from Percy Bellingham, thought he'd score. And there's the DR Congo goalkeeper again.
I mean, Jude giving him pass it, hardly can't believe it. He's made 2 world-class saves.
This is the better one.
What a save.
That's a better save than the first one.
Absolutely fabulous. He reads him as well. Look at Wan-Bissaka there getting down.
What a save. What a save.
But he's at ball.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Here's Sipenga. That's not bad, is it? That's excellent defending by Spence. Mukau is the player we're trying to pick out. Sipenga looks like a good How's he not played in one of Europe's top 5 leagues?
Oh, he's enjoying himself, isn't he?
One or two managers watching the coverage just put it on the note now.
Do you know what they're saying to their sport director? Oh, you've not picked it.
I mean, look at that for us. Look at that for us, right?
But Jude Bellingham's the one that's getting in the box, winning headers.
Here's O'Reilly. Rice. Luka gets back on the ball. Henderson with some defending to do. Whistler. Sipenga. He's tortured Spence at times in the half. Spence doing it out from concert out.
I need a week like that. I think we should try something audacious.
Hope they've got a dark room where Jack Spencer got to have a lay down for 15 minutes at half time just to clear his mind. Here's Madueke. Can England get an equaliser before the break? Harry Kane. Back out to Madueke. Rashford's in the box. Bellingham in there now as well. You're not going to beat him like that.
But you know, Sipenga, he's probably waiting for a moment like this his whole life, Fletch. You know what? And he's enjoying it. He's putting all those skills on the show.
What do they say? What's the phrase? Cometh the hour, cometh the man. That certainly applies to Brian Sipenga out there on the VR.
Absolutely fabulous. You play your whole life for a moment like this. Go and enjoy and express yourself. Show your talent. Big half time for England.
He's turned up today and he said, this is my stage. This is where I want to play. I'm going to show you what I can do. And he's been magnificent.
You know what? I think a lot of fans, he probably thought, a lot of you won't go more than him. But you know by the end of the game.
Spinning away there with Deacon. Siddiqui. Sipenga. This is in the middle. Spence made the block. Gay, he tied his things up and the offside flag was up against the Congo.
Mountain of a man there, passing. Great point from Madueke, great header from Bellingham.
It's a brilliant save. It's travelling the ball as well, but there's so much speed. The cross has got a lot of pace on it, so all Bellingham's got to do is direct it.
Sometimes it's just your day, Fletch.
Absolutely. Here's Bellingham. Still have a minute of additional time to play, and then Thomas Tuchel's got to sort things out from an England perspective. Bellingham's gone close twice, and Passy denied it both times. Kane might have had a penalty but didn't get it. The big moment, Sipenga's goal. Whistler's hit the post, cross lifted in, Wan-Bissaka's header. Not the best defenders that from Wan-Bissaka, in all honesty. The last touch there was a VR Congo touch, so England get the corner. Riku can't believe it. Bellingham wants a bit more from the England fans, wants some encouragement from those behind them past his goal.
They put so much effort in the opponent, just what can they do for 90 minutes?
What's the phrase? Thou shalt not unpass it.
He's so far, he's having the game of his life.
So this looks like the last chance for England. Declan Rice, so often provided from corners for Arsenal in their Premier League winning season. Can he find a delivery here for England? Gay on the move in the middle, he's gone deep again. Harry Kane, brilliant save again. He's a one-man wall. He's unbeatable at passing.
What is going on?
Even Harry Kane can't score past him on it.
And that's time. That's the end of the first half. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna stop. We're gonna pause the video, and when we get back, we'll do the second half. Don't go away.
Some information about what Anthony Barry said at half-time. Tuchel's assistant.
Well, England is having a tough time today in the first half.
We've created lots of chances. We must continue to do what we do, not panic. Their keeper, man of the match, will say, how many chances we have created.
Jeff, thank you. Here's Wan-Bissaka playing it on here to Mbuku. Early defending for O'Reilly. Wan-Bissaka carried on with it. They almost opened England and created our Congo right to the start of the half.
We're not going to just sit in and defend. They've been brave all game. Obviously, England credit plenty of moments, as Thierry said. Goalkeeper has been active. The pass has been incredible. You have to be patient, not try and force it England. They will get their chances.
Also got to remind everybody that it might well have been 2-0 to DR Congo. Whistle from inside the 6-yard box hit the outside of the post when he looked certain to score. England are the team that have to score the next goal in this match. And they're getting challenged over there by Masuaku. Now, the goal that has been scored today by Zimbabwe could turn out to be the most significant against England in a game like this since Joe Gaetjens of the United States in 1950. We've been going through big shots for England in World Cup finals. That's the biggest today. DR Congo looking to add their own little chapter. Can England find a way back in? Noni Madueke. That's a good header away by Axel Tuanzebe, who's missed absolutely nothing back there defensively so far today. There's your confidence, Martha Masuaku, whether it's misplaced confidence, Elliot Anderson's got the ball. And that's not a good enough pass to Jude Bellingham. It's not the time to start showing to give you DR Congo's left back.
No, definitely not. Especially at 47 minutes in. He's played brilliant, Masuaku. There's no need, just clip that up the line. Good pressing from Madueke.
If you were going to make a change, and Thierry said he might well have done it at half-time, who would you be looking at on the England bench?
Morgan Roger. I think you need somebody like him. I think Declan Rice and Elliot, two brilliant players, but they're very similar. You're going to have more possession. I think you need a difference maker on the half terms. Morgan can give you that. Juke can play a little bit deeper, but it's very effective.
And Buku back to Mikau. Wangasaka's lost out to Rice. Two players who know each other well. Both with West Ham United connections, those two. O'Reilly. Rashford. O'Reilly on the run, chancing it down across. On the foot in there from Mikau. And England get their first corner of the second half, the third corner that England have generated so far today. All eyes on the England captain. We've got Jude Bellingham not too far away from him. So Rice to deliver. Bellingham was just trying to time his run there. Masuaku beats him to the ball. Seems to be that preference today, the deeper corner from Declan Rice on.
Yeah, just whipping into an area. I think Marcus Rashford's job is to try and get him and pass it and block it.
When you see him do it for Arsenal, he tends to put it shorter than that, right underneath the crossbar, where the likes of Gabriel, etc. can attack it, but it's a different approach from Declan Rice today. Now he's going to try with the outswinger from the other side to see whether he can get England back on terms here.
I think it's interesting for Arsenal. I think 85% of their corners were in swingers.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's why they score so many goals. Tuchel's gone the other way. He's gone for the outswinger.
Well, he's changed it because Declan Rice has just taken the outswinger, which you see Kane coming together with Mbemba. But now, in fact, once they came out, Rice thought he'd been taken off him, but now Rice is going to do it again. So maybe they've got something up their sleeve in the middle, England, from this latest corner. So it will be the right outswinger. Two centre-backs in there, Gahey and Konsa. It's flatter this time and defended by DR Congo. Here's Declan Rice. Noni Madueke.
Look at the blue shirt, so swarming England players.
Lots of painful coming together between Whistle and Spence, and both of them stay down. This is Mbuku, and that's an important little block from Margay. He gives Wan-Bissaka a very great one down the right. The two players who just collided are still down, as you can see. Here's Rashford. Still Rashford. Rashford's inside Becky.
And that's better for Marcus Rashford. He was just happy to get rid of Wan-Bissaka. Bit of space opens up for him. You see that one from Spence and Wissa. But look at the space it opens up. It's really Marcus Rashford in those situations. Moves the ball quickly. Probably not go the other side of the roof of the net. Not going to be passive from there.
Stepping in there was Mutasani. There's Masuaku. And Siddiqui.
good down this left-hand side on there. That's what I think.
To be honest, they're not back down the other side as well. There's the Rashford chance again. I mean, he's got to go for it himself because there's nobody really up there with him. Harry Kane hasn't got there quick enough.
Yeah, but then from there, you've got to go across goal or you've got to go reach for the net. You know, from there, we're going to struggle to score. Better note from Marcus, positive.
Scored 19 times in an England shirt. 3 goals in 2022 for Marcus Rashford. He's just come back to Manchester United from a season at Barcelona. Bellingham's made the run. Declan Rice has found him with the pass. The goal of DR Congo is living a charmed life.
It was a brilliant reaction from passing, but just as good in Bemba as well, covering.
Madueke with the cross, and that's going to go behind. I mean, the ball's like a magnet to the DR Congo goalkeeper. It's the change in flight of Wan-Bissaka that makes it awkward. There you go, just off the toe. Look at the different spin. He's starting to go the other way in anticipation.
Yeah, but his teammate was there from just in case. Great reaction, that's difficult.
He's having the game of his life. You almost got to laugh.
He's loving it.
He's absolutely loving it.
What you dream of, the opportunity that is.
I'll tell you something, he'll never forget today, will he? He will never forget today.
Before if he wins, still a long way to go in England friendly. Plenty of chances.
On the subject of the passes, scan the QR code on the screen to vote for the Nicola Ultra superior player of the match. He's got to be banging contention. Madueke's cross, too high for Kane. Coming onto it there was Marcus Rashford.
Yeah, as brilliant a moment it was for Sipenga. I think in pass he's probably thinking, yeah, he's probably got his hand on it so far, but there's still plenty of time to play.
It might not be a bad idea just to see how many of these man of the match awards are kicking about behind the scenes, because you might need more than one today.
I think they'll just say if they can find a way to get through DR Congo.
He's 31 years of age, it's his 3rd major tournament. There's the deflection, that's how much it shifts, and that's quite significant. And the goalkeeper's got his weight going the other way.
But again, it was Jude Bellingham, really positive, getting the ball dribbling, making things happen. Can't just be him, or they need others.
They've had the lead now for more than 47 minutes. DR Congo, they scored in the 7th minute through Brian Sipenga. England all over the place at the back at that point. Wissa hit the post. England had a host of first half chances but couldn't get it past either Sissi or Wan-Bissaka or the referee. I mean, everything's going on here. Spence. They've been brilliant out of possession as well, haven't they? The work the 2 wide players have done, chasing the England fullbacks, etc.
Yeah, I mean, it only works if everybody's disciplined. So far, they're putting such a brilliant shift.
He switches things out here to Arsenal's Noni Madueke. Jet Spence, Elliot Anderson, Madueke. Sipenga's gone back there every step of the way with Spence. Very, very determined in his defending there, the goal scorer. That's brilliant from Madueke.
He's enjoying himself, isn't he? No pressure, keeping the ball.
Arsene Wenger sat behind Gianni Infantino here in Atlanta today. This is Mutasami of DR Congo, and now Masuaku plays it forward to Siddiqui.
Look at that football.
It's an England team that won all 8 qualifying matches, didn't concede a goal either in the process. Eyebrows were raised though when the squad was announced. You could probably hear Thomas Tuchel bellowing out the instructions in the background.
Jet Spence said, don't go back, play forward. And he didn't say that nicely either.
No. Spence to Anderson. concert in the Europa League at the end of the season with Aston Villa. YEE, part of two cup-winning teams with Manchester City, the League Cup and the FA Cup. Here's Declan Rice, who won the championship with Arsenal and playing in the Champions League final. Gets it back again from Rashford. Bellingham. Mutasami sniffing around, trying to run the ball back to DR Congo. Here's Spence. Now Madueke. England having to work so hard for everything they get. Madueke's cross, cleared away by Axel Tuanzebe. He's another one that should be man of the match. They're reckoning as well. Rashford's cross, that's not good enough. Tuchel's got to make changes, yeah. It's not working.
Anthony Van just singled to the bench. Anthony Gordon's got to come on.
I think Bukayo Saka as well. Straight into the face of Harry Kane.
It was always going to be a difficult matchup for Marcus Rashford against Wan-Bissaka. Know each other from Manchester United.
For Rashford, there's YEE. Everybody back defensively, including Johan Wissel at the moment for DR Congo. England have got a bit more than half an hour to sort this out.
But when they trickle up here, DR Congo, the ball's going to go back inside. That means they're not in the middle. They're doubling up on the outside. That means going to go back inside.
Spence lost out, Anderson lost out. Here's Sipenga. Mutasami to Siddiqui. He was clapped by Anderson. Surprised the referees were pulling it. It's a free kick there, what it was. Off goes Harry Kane, plays it through towards Rashford, but that's it. The DR Congo defender came on to handball.
What a block from Tuanzebe. He was in. Marcus Rashford, great awareness.
And Saka and Gordon already in front of the England bench. Mutasami. Axel Tuanzebe. Noah Siddiqui skips away, just leaves Jed Spence floundering there. Sipenga in towards Wissa, gets it back against Sipenga. Swung in by Masaraku, defended in there by Anderson, swept on then by Mutasami to Wan-Bissaka. The England substitutes wait. And Buku. Switch was on for Mutasami, he just put too much juice on the path. So England can make the changes. Marcus Rashford's coming off. He's replaced by Bukayo Saka. And they're going to take... Are they going to take Madueke off as well? At the moment they're taking the same player off twice on the board. So Madueke and Rashford replaced by Gordon and Saka. Here's O'Reilly. Got a fresh partner out there, and the new Barcelona man, Anthony Gordon. O'Reilly at the byline, pulls back the cross. Mutasami with the clearance, Declan Rice heads it on, there's Chancellor and Bemba. So good defensively, DR Congo.
The defender boxed so well.
Coming up on FS1, Belgium takes on Senegal in their round of 32 match. That's from Seattle. Coverage starts at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific. He's getting more and more agitated by the second, isn't he, Thomas Tuchel?
That's pressure. But he's got to stay relaxed, Thomas. Keep the message to the boys calmly.
That was a lovely pass into the stride of Mutasami. Sipenga's having a field day against Spence. Off he goes again. Spence gets a foot in this time. Mutasami, Sipenga, and now Noah Siddiqui. Straight to Anderson. After Masuaku, Chancellor Bemba. Look at the space out there for Ibuku. Takes on O'Reilly, who defends it behind the DR Congo corner. Different type of winger now with Bukayo Saka on this side against Masuaku, which might allow England to play their way in a little bit more.
Maybe working on little triangles. But DR Congo, you're not just sitting back, are they? Still trying to attack.
It's rare that DR Congo get a corner. We don't have many today, just a couple. We've gone short with this one for Sapenga. It's opened up here for them. There's the shot! Pitch with this fly across. That took a trick as well. That's a corner. And Buku trying to put his name up in lights like Sapenga did in the first half.
Well, I give Spence a little hesitation there. Brilliant header from Elliot Anderson. I think that was going in. He's got a lovely left foot in Buku.
Mishak Elliott is stripped and ready down below us for DR Congo, so their coach is going to counter what Thomas Tuchel has done to try and change England. 27 minutes left to play in Atlanta. Sapenga out to take the corner. Pensive looks on England faces, they're nervous in here. It's a deep corner, it's travelled the wrong way. Declan Rice was there defending it. Saka on the ball for the first time, and Mutasani was quickly across there to dispossess it. So many occasions in this match, the DR Congo player has won his individual battle. So here's the change. Elliott for Buku, so they're going to change the right winger.
Thought he played fantastic. Buku can be very proud.
For Allianz Spor in Turkey, the man who's just come on. Handshakes all round for the man who's just got off. He was outstanding on the right.
Reception. Not a bad idea, by the way, fresh legs. You know, they're putting so much hard work, DR Congo. We're going to need subs.
Every tick of the clock at the moment is a positive one for the team ranked 41 in the world by FIFA, the Democratic Republic of Congo. O'Reilly. Esri Colset. Jet Spence. That's crossed in towards Kane. Lost his balance in the middle. There's a lot of coming together in there. And then the Warner players. Look at DR Congo. The fresh legs of Elliott on that side, and the defending done for England by Nico O'Reilly.
It just fell over Elliott. Just lost his balance, just sprinted too quick. Nico O'Reilly did well to match him.
He doesn't get going as quickly as the smaller player does, but when he gets in strike, Nico, he's got a fair turn of speed about him, hasn't he?
That's the last thing you need is a sub-fetch coming on, doing a sprint like that, knackers you.
Gordon delivers the cross towards Kane, headed away by the DR Congo captain and Bemba. Quickly on the scene, Lukau. There's O'Reilly for England. Anderson. Can England find a way? Can DR Congo keep them out? Is a sensation on the card in Atlanta in the World Cup round of 32. Bukayo Saka. Spence was strong. Mutasani gets back. Thrown away by Lukau for DR Congo. Every time they need a player, they find a player.
I'll tell you what, he did really well, Spence. Put some balls in there, there's just nobody there.
There's not too many moments in the match where you get a chance to actually catch your breath.
Little pull from concept. No, it's been some game. I mean, that first 45 minutes felt like 90 on its own.
But the amount of chances and big moments there were in the first half, it was an unbelievable 45 minutes of World Cup football. The symptomatic of the tournament, though, it's been that kind of tournament. Teams are here to win, aren't they? The teams that have come to win matches are having success. The ones who don't want to play that way are going to go home a lot sooner than we feel their lives.
Yeah, you have to be brave. Yeah, Congo have been brave, you'd have to say. Obviously, you have to defend well, but again, you've got to attack when you get the chances. Got some really good football players that enjoyed this occasion.
It's not really been Harry Kane's day today. They've not been able to generate opportunities for their captain. You wonder whether he might look to someone like Ollie Watkins.
All Declan Rice. He hasn't had much of the ball.
No, there's a back touch from Saka.
Generally, it needs a more than Rodgers.
Well, we will be back after this short match break.
Important team talk for his international and managerial career.
We're absolutely spot on, Jeff. It needed to be Churchillian, didn't it? From Thomas Tuchel, Jet Spencer's gone off, Eberechiesa has come on. Does that mean that Declan Rice is going to play as a right back? It looks that way.
Yeah, it does, yeah. Needs must, I guess.
Feels like desperation from the England coach.
Yeah, probably is. Still got time, got to be patient. Brilliant job. Yeah, Congo coaching staff for trouble with this group of players. Put a game plan together and execute.
Oh, they've been magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. So Declan Rice at right back. Eberechiesa in that position just behind Harry Kane to try and open up DR Congo. It's not for the ones who are trying, but this team from the continent of Africa have been magnificent so far today. Here's Declan Rice, crossed into Harry Kane. Bukayo Saka. That's a good cross. Anthony Gordon was there, but so was Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and nobody should be surprised that he's in the right place at the right time.
We're not get past him. What a brilliant header, timed beautifully. I think now with Eze playing as a number 10, Jude Bellingham will play a bit deeper, and I think it can suit England in making runs from deep. He's very good at timing his run into the box. He's a good finisher.
So Rice out to take the corner, time running out for England, 18 minutes to go in Atlanta. DR Congo closing in on their greatest ever World Cup victory. And just maybe their greatest ever victory, full stop. Coulter coming in at the far post, beaten to it. Well, that's a foul on Eze. Sepenga pulling him up.
He didn't need to as well. Eze wasn't in a great position.
2 more DR Congo substitutes already down below us. Looks like one of them is Theo Mondonga. Was headed away by Mukau in the middle of that DR Congo penalty area. Too much on that cross, not the kind of service Harry Kane was looking for. We're also going to send on Edo Kayembe, who plays in the Championship in England for Watford. I mean, this is the disparity. You know, Thomas Tuchel sent up Bukayo Saka and Eberechiesa, who just won the Premier League. I mean, the DR Congo coach, he turned into a very replace for Watford, but I can guarantee he's going to play right above that level here when he comes on in this blue shirt. They've been inspired today.
Oh, they've been brilliant. Every single one of them. Any other time, they need a bit more creativity than this.
O'Reilly. Now Gordon.
Somebody there to help him though.
Feels like a battle that Anthony Gordon is going to find very difficult to win against Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
You need somebody to help him as a ball player, so you can play 1-2.
Bukayo Saka to Eberechiesa, the Arsenal double act, making a triple. There's Declan Rice, hoisting the cross. Didn't go out, they're appealing for it, the Congo substitutes. There's the cross to Kane!
He scores! Yes!
England captain. He's now got as many goals in the World Cup as the great Pelé. Massive moment for England.
Oh, who else but Harry Kane? What a volley. Great movement from Harry Kane. Just spins off to David. No pressure on the ball. Gordon just clips it in. But he's just alive, Harry Kane.
I know he's been brilliant today, but does the goalkeeper need to do better? I didn't like to ask you based on how good he's been.
You know what? I think it's probably the easiest one he's had to say.
Just maybe got the weight going the other way at the outset and made it a fraction more difficult. There's Anthony Barry and Thomas Tuchel. There's relief for them. England have got 15 minutes now to try and win the match, and DR Congo are going to pick themselves up off the mat. Changes being made. They're taking off the goal scorer Sependa for Bondoga. And they're going to take off Mukau for Kayembe.
I think that's one of the only times England DR Congo didn't have any pressure on the ball.
A woman on the goal scorer, Brian Sependa, running himself into the ground. He could do no more today.
Fabulous. It was giving me one of these good vibes on that left-hand side. Yeah. Fabulous.
So 1-1.
Game on.
And the cross of St George has its mojo back for that.
Maybe that's the plan. Let's keep crossing it.
You can take the luggage off the jumbo. England are back in it. But boy, are they having to work hard out there.
Oh, big time.
Been a fantastic match.
Fabulous. Both teams. England have tried and pushed. DR Congo made it difficult.
Now let's see how DR Congo responds to seeing the lead go. They've had it for 68 minutes. That's a long time. When you just start to believe, you just start to think it might be your day, might be you. This could be your moment. Now they've got to go again.
But if you think about that cross from Gordon, no pressure on the ball, that's normal, that's tired. 76 minutes in, they put in so much hard work.
That's a heavy landing for Wan-Bissaka. Referee plays on. Anthony Gordon for England. Great challenge by Chancellor Bemba. There's Pickford.
Well done, Jordan Pickford, coming off your line. The whistle was in.
Oh, stones up and things like that now. They've got faces like thunder 5 minutes ago.
I don't think I've ever seen Harry Kane celebrate like that. The relief and the emotion. That's the pressure.
It's his 83rd goal for England. And just when they needed one, he turns up. 12 goals in the World Cup. The same as the great man from Brazil. If ever you've got the same amount of goals as Pelé in a World Cup finals, then you've done the business.
What a stat that is.
And what a captain he's been as well.
He always delivers for England.
O'Reilly needs his speed down that side, and then he's straight in the end against Elliott. That's good play from O'Reilly. Space down for Anderson. 12 minutes left in Atlanta. Jude Bellingham. Now Bukayo Saka. They're starting to look a little leg weary, DR Congo. They've worked so hard. Saka's cross, Gordon the target, Wan-Bissaka away. Gordon to Kane. Anderson. Looks to chip and Carlisle flicks the top of the net all the way through. England's supporters hold their heads in there.
The confidence is growing for England. We've got a bit more belief. Ellie's just trying to guide that into the back post.
Tell me this, because you've got the experience of being down there. You know when you won up, do you find that little bit more energy when it gets back to 1-1? Do you start to feel the pace? Because they just look like they slow down a bit.
Big time, Fletch. You nailed it.
Yeah.
Tell you what, Beckham better be careful. He's going to be playing right back for the rest of the tournament. He's playing like that.
Suaku. That's Kayembe. Ellie has come out to the left. Later on, folks, the US plays Bosnia and Herzegovina in their round of 32 clash in the Bay Area. Coverage starts at 6 o'clock Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific on Fox. What an occasion that is going to be. It's got a lot to live up to based on what we've seen here in Atlanta. This has been a magnificent match.
Nice two-straight pass. Declan Rice was involved in that goal fetch.
That's a great trial from Pickford to Gordon. Look at the space he's got over there, and Benders had to go out. Brilliant defending. Knows he's not as fast as him, so I'll use the body.
Yeah, just got his body in the way. They're getting very deep down the Congo.
They're tired, aren't they? They're tired now. This feels like the 14th round of the 15th round World Heavyweight title fight, and they've knocked 7 goals out of each other for the previous 13 and a half.
Who's going to throw the biggest shot?
Declan Rice with the cross. Axel Tuanzebe with a header away. Did brilliant Tuanzebe.
He's had about 30 headers, hasn't he?
Unbelievable.
They need more than that. They need more than just cross it in there.
I don't mean this disrespectfully. I've never seen him play like this before, but I've seen plenty of Axel Tuanzebe. He's grown today.
Yeah, you've got to rise to the occasion. Just a bit too deep, the Congo. That's just fatigue.
Gordon to Bellingham. They're just starting to find little gaps now, England. Bellingham pulls it through! And Bender in the right place at the right time. Here's Anderson. Anthony Gordon. Headed away by Mbemba, the captain again. I mean, the question now is, can DR Congo hang on and take it to extra time? Because they're not even thinking about trying to score now.
No, I think that's what they're waiting for.
They're in full survival mode now.
Yeah, rightly so. You know, they put so much into the game. England got to keep the speed up.
And Gordon caught by Wan-Bissaka. Referee says play on. England have got the ball. Here's Declan Rice.
Little Arsenal triangle down here on this right-hand side. Saka, Eze, Rice.
Saka to Eze. Rice to Saka. Eze. Saka. That's good from England. Kane waits in the middle. O'Reilly was in there. And Benders everywhere, by the way. There's 2 of them. That was good defending by Coulson. Nice and patient with Yard Whistle sniffing around.
I think Tuanzebe and Ben are going to have to ice the forward at the end of the game. That many others.
That's too far in front of Bellingham. Siddiqui.
Here's a good move for Siddiqui.
Here's a move to Sane.
That's good. It gives you a breather, getting out, keeping the ball.
There's Bongonga out there on that side with Aaron Wan-Bissaka. This is the Watford player, Triendy. Chancellor Mbemba. It's a good pass to Elliott on this side. Declan Rice, the England defender. Playing back to Martha Masuaku. On to Axel Tuanzebe. Square for Chancellor Mbemba. Deflected off Harry Kane. Picked up by Declan Rice. 7 minutes left to play. Elliot Anderson wanted a runner, couldn't see one, so he goes this side instead to Bukayo Saka. Glides away from Masuaku, but he's got a crowd of DR Congo defenders on this side with him. Anderson. Gehi. Now Gordon. Bellingham. Anderson. Gehi. Gordon to Bellingham. Bellingham's crossed towards O'Reilly, the left back has gone right in the middle. Anderson's got defending to do. Anderson.
Wow, he does so well, Chris. That could dealing with that, he bumps the attack
That's
earlier.
a good ball to Harry Kane. He's brilliant defending again for Tuanzebe. Given away to Anderson. DR Congo hanging on. That's Gordon coming onto it. And Mpassi there.
I love the way that Elliot Anderson plays. He's just got courage at all times.
He wants them to just calm down a touch. Thomas Tuchel, don't forget James Corden in the after-hours crew. Back tonight for another nightly wrap of today's World Cup action. Special guest, that's on Fox at midnight local. That was Justin Fields on the right. And he's backing up Patrick Mahomes for Kansas City next season. Noah Siddiqui for DR Congo. Mishak Elliott, Yohan Wissa in the middle. Headed away by Gay for England. They're still not finished, DR Congo. Elliott with the shot. Can't imagine if that would have got in.
I'll tell you what, Declan Rice is knackered.
Absolutely out of his feet, isn't
Absolutely
he?
on his feet. He's probably thinking, don't pass it to me, I need a breather.
The good news is England are still in the World Cup. The bad news is if they get through, they've got Mexico City, the Aztec at altitude in Mexico. I haven't conceded a goal yet on Sunday.
I mean, what a stat that is. Mexico not conceding, Spain never lead it. I mean, this World Cup has been nuts.
Here's Bellingham. On England in.
Oh,
Come
come on.
Another heroic moment for the DR Congo goalkeeper. Harry Kane. Still Harry Kane!
Yes! Wow. Go figure.
Arise, Sir Harry! He's just done the business for England big time!
Who else? King Harry. I'll tell you what, Fletch, this finish gets it out of his feet, shift, bang.
What a goal!
What a brilliant goal. Just wait for the moment, bodies around him. He always delivers, Harry Kane. Just needs a tiny little space. Absolutely no chance for a pass. It's been fabulous.
The same number of goals as Pelé. Forget that. He's got one more now, and that's an absolute beauty. What a goal to win the game if that's what it does.
He's our greatest ever. Delivers in the biggest moments. Heartbreak for DR Congo. What an effort and performance they put in. But England kept pushing, Fletch. They were up against it. John Terry supported the boys. What a game.
England captain salutes the current England captain. When you're in the mess, when you're in the mire, when you need somebody to step up, look no further than England's captain Harry Kane. A goal on 75 and an absolute thunderbolt on 86. And England now can almost see the last 16 in the World Cup.
You know what's amazing? He doesn't really need many looks, Fletch, does he? He just needs a little pocket of space. He finds it always. He's not the quickest, he's not the strongest, but he's so smart at getting his shot off.
By the way, that's 5 goals in the World Cup. He's level with Kylian Mbappe. Don't rule Harry Kane out of the golden ring.
Messi, I mean, all the boys are delivering on that. Amazing, amazing stuff.
It's heartbreaking, this, for the Democratic Republic of Congo, who have fought so hard here in Atlanta today. But you cannot deal with greatness. And that's the problem that they've encountered. Harry Kane, one of the greatest to ever do it, the greatest to do it in the white shirt of England.
Yeah, without question, he's delivered again. These England fans can't believe it. Jude Bellingham's delivered that run, getting into the box, that forward run. Thomas Tuchel made some big calls, by the way. Declan Rice going right back, Saka and Gordon coming on, playing a part. What a game.
So Arthur Masuaku is off, Yohan Wissa is off. And they've sent on Yoris Kayembe and Fiston Mayele. I just can't believe the looks on their faces. They must have felt that they were so close. He looks crestfallen, doesn't he, Brian Sipenga?
He's had the game of his life. You want to finish it with the win, and Passy as well.
Listen, you could be as good as DR Congo have been, but when world-class players decide it's their time, there's not a great deal you can do about it.
Any sport, NFL, NBA, World Cup, these boys, they get to their spots like Harry Kane. You can't stop them. We saw it yesterday with Mbappe, Fletch, Chino with Messi on the edge of the box. These elite players, they get to their spots. Good night.
Haven't they had to work hard for it today, though, England?
Incredible. We should have to go, Fletch. They saw these DR Congo made it so difficult for them. I think they just run out of steam in the subs.
There's so many heroes in blue. Cannot speak highly enough of them. Kane hits it, wants the hat-trick, smashes it back over the bar. He is human after all.
They might be going on their Congo, but they can be so proud of themselves. The way they represented their country here.
What a building block they're giving themselves now, this group of players, to go into the Africa Cup of Nations and potentially the World Cup in 4 years' time.
Fabulous. Defensively, and they can play as well.
And this will inspire the next generation of footballers in the Democratic Republic of Congo, won't it?
Yeah.
Stoppage time 6 minutes.
Kids now thinking, I'm going to be Axel Tuanzebe, I'm going to be Brian Simpenga, I'll be Aaron Wan-Bissaka. It's wonderful.
Yeah. They're only going to get better. There's 160 million people as well, so they're going to keep delivering these players.
And on a second, they've got a free kick, 6 minutes to play. Maybe not all is said and done here in Atlanta. Anthony Gordon, the offender, and they're going to send everybody in here now. They've got plenty of headers, by the way.
Free kick, uh-oh. Oh, this is not good.
Surely not, Fletch.
Jordan Pickford waits. And Bemba and Tuanzebe have gone in there. John Stones is coming on to replace Declan Rice, who, as Owen said a few minutes ago, is absolutely shattered. So the substitute, Bongonga, is going to take the free kick.
Interesting what they do here. England got a very high line. See the two players conversing on the ball.
The England supporters hold their breath. In goes the free kick. It's not good enough. It's Elliott. He didn't get it under control quickly enough to be able to get the shot away. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. And now Chancellor Mbemba, a little drop on the shoulder against Anderson. Swings in the cross, but that's still to be. Chancellor Mbemba. Looks like Franz Beckenbauer.
He's enjoying himself, isn't he? Drop on the shoulder, chopping people.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that.
I mean, that's an outrageous finish.
Technically, that is flawless. Standing leg is strong, body's over the ball, smashes it into the roof of the net.
That might be one of the touches of the World Cup, you know, where it's just pulled that down from. Elliott crosses. They're not finished yet, DR Congo. Well, McKay had to get there and be sharp about it. The referee gets the free kick.
I tell you what, I think it was a foul.
4 minutes to go, soccer players.
Konza. Probably our Congo players on the deck.
That's Kayende, one of them. Well, if it is to be the Azteca in Mexico City on Sunday, it takes you back to 1986. Diego Maradona scored the hand of God and the best ever goal that we've seen in a World Cup match in the space of 4 second-half minutes in front of over 114,000 supporters. It's etched into the memory of every England fan and probably every Argentinian fan as well. But what a day that's going to be for Mexico. Maybe the biggest tournament match that they've ever played.
See how it can just shifts it away from him. Mbemba, Tuanzebe can't get out through. I mean, technically, that's just a thing of beauty. You think about any of these players, Fletch, in any sport, they don't walk to that spot. Now he knew, as soon as he took that chance, I'm going to try and shift this. What it means to kiss of the badge. Elation. He's something else, Harry.
Listen, he's had some great moments in his career, but that has to be right up there. The 2 goals he scored here to save England. Because you were starting to think about the biggest ever upsets in World Cup matches and England's darkest day and all that kind of thing, because DR Congo were doing so well, and he stepped up and pretty much put the team on his back and went, okay, then here I am, I'll carry you to the last 16.
Yeah, him and Drew, I think they're the ones for the big moments, they're there for you. That's what you need. You need your captain, stand up and be counted.
We're 2 minutes away, England now, 2 minutes of additional time. It seems like yesterday that Simpenga scored the goal for DR Congo. We've been through so much together. Hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have. Loads more to come today for the rest of the tournament. I mean, we're gripped by this, aren't we now? England leading 2-1. Here's Elliott looking to get the other side of Ezri Konsa. Give us your reflections on what you see today, I don't know where you start.
I'm thinking the same thing as Dion. Honourable manager, can't believe it. I can't believe what I've seen. Just a brilliant game of football. Everybody putting everything they got into it. And the referee, obviously, the penalty, big moment by Harry Kane. The great players in the best games, Fletch. Any sport they deliver.
But that's the feature of the World Cup, isn't it? The best players that are in the tournament are the star players of this World Cup.
Messi and
Here's
Mbappe.
Wissa, hang on. Hold on. This is not over. Foul by Bellingham. Free kick
1
to
minute
Dion
left, they can
Kogo,
do
just
it.
outside the D.
I mean,
Surely they can't.
you couldn't have a better position. No, it's a foul from Bellingham. No need as well. I mean, I used to take free kicks, Fletch. I would dream of this moment in my whole life. Get a free kick to decide a game of this magnitude. Wow. And the good thing is, because it's quite central, you can go left or right.
He'll have no nails left.
No.
He's doing the organising, Jordan Pickford. Well, Johan Wissa's been the man for the goals for DR Congo. 3 so far. He scored against Portugal. He got a couple against Uzbekistan. If he scores now,
10 seconds left.
heaven knows. This is it. It has to go in.
Why is this only 4?
Uh-oh.
Johan Wissa.
Please don't score. Please don't score. Please do not score. Please do not score.
I've never seen a line on the side.
You can cut the tension in this stadium with a knife.
Do not
Johan
score.
Wissa of Newcastle.
Ah, we win. We win. Haha. Won. And England is moving on.
The full-time whistle. And let me tell you, everybody,